Hi, my name is Alex Strassman, and this is my Intellectual Property Makeup Work podcast. In the email that you sent us, you told us that we had to ask you a few questions pertaining to intellectual property. My first question is, when I graduate Full Sail, I plan on opening up an entertainment company. What is the best way to protect my company's name? My second question is, if I have an artist who is going on a worldwide tour, what is the best way to protect my artist's music outside the United States? Also in the email that you sent us, you had us answer many questions pertaining to Interscope Records. I found this very interesting because my stepmom is actually vice president of publicity at Interscope Records. Her name's Christine Wolf, and when I graduate, I have an internship as of now lined up with them. So when you sent this email to us, I got really excited about it. The first question is, what can you learn about Interscope Records by looking at what they own? Interscope Records is a subdivision off of Universal Music Group, and it is made up of Interscope, A&M, and Geffen Records. Universal Music Group is the largest record company in the entire world. It owns 98% of the music market. Interscope Records also has many different subdivisions that are based off of it, or sub-labels. Some of the following are Eminem's record label, Shady Aftermath, Cherry Tree Records, and Justin Timberlake actually just had a new joint venture label with Interscope and is called Tenman Records. Second question. What trademarks does Interscope own? Interscope Records owns the trademarks to all of its artists that they have signed and all of the music that they record while signed to Interscope. They also own the copyrighted name Interscope Records. Interscope Records has been around since the early 90s, and after many mergers with different labels such as Warner Brothers, Geffen, and MCA, it has become what it is today. Interscope Records also has the rights to Dr. Dre's Beats Audio. Beats Audio is a high-tech headphones that let you hear music how the artist intended it to sound. The next question is, how many copyrights does Interscope own? Well, there are 121 different artists that are signed onto Interscope Records. So Interscope owns the copyrights to all of the many albums that all of these artists put out while signed to Interscope record label. They also own the copyrights to Beats Audio. Number 4. Is Interscope involved with any patent activity? Well, according to several searches that I conducted on Google, there were no patents that were registered under the Interscope Records name. However, I'm sure there was probably things that used to be in the past that I'm not able to find now on Google. Number 5. Can you imagine what types of information or processes that might keep as trade secrets to give them a competitive edge? I think that possibly they would want to keep the process that they go about to sign an artist a secret, so that other labels don't know the way that they go about trying to sign an artist, and they keep their eyes on the artist that they want to sign. Or possibly their contracts that they make the artist sign. I feel that both of these, if kept secret, would give them a competitive edge because other labels have no clue what their strategies are and what they're offering the artist. Number 6. Interscope Records, being a large record label, definitely has its fair share of infringement and trademark cases. For example, the Black Eyed Peas were sued by artists from Chicago and Texas for copyright infringement for their 2-hit songs Boom Boom Pow and I Got a Feeling. Grammy winner Brian Pringle sued the Black Eyed Peas for the song I Got a Feeling because it sounded a lot like his song Take a Drive, which was copyrighted several years before the Black Eyed Peas made their song. Actually, it was copyrighted in 1998, and the Black Eyed Peas song didn't come out until a few years ago, according to MillerCanfield.com. Another example of a case that A&M Records, which is part of Interscope Records, is that A&M Records sued Napster for contributory infringement and vicarious infringement of A&M Records copyrights. Napster allowed for people to download free music, which in reality was stealing from the record labels. Overall, in intellectual property, I learned a lot about intellectual property as a whole and to apply it to my future endeavors. I had a great time in your class and thank you for everything.